Good morning, everybody. It's Retta. Retta's Recovery Reminders, and here's Ratchy. Come over here. Come on. I was doing some reading this morning, doing my practice, my yoga, and my meditation, and I was reading through the ancient secret of the flower of life, Drunvalo Melchizedek. I always mess his name up, but really, really great information. So what it says is ways to find the secret doorway. And of course, this is internally to find, I guess, the exit to this realm. I'm not really sure, but anyway, let me read what I'm talking about. Says ways to find the secret doorway. I feel that in the new beginning, after the fall, during the end times of Atlantis, humans first started experiencing this higher level of consciousness that had been lost. It was through near-death experiences, because death was something that everyone experienced. When someone dies, he goes through the first doorway and finds other worlds, other interpretations of reality. They may experience another reality for only a short time. Then something happens. Instead of totally dying, they come back into their body, but they still have that memory. People go through this kind of experience are completely changed, and they're probably going to do everything they can to find out what happened to them. They all really question this other aspect of life, which is related to the higher chakras, which that is so true, because it was through my NDE and I had a lucid dream that same night that I had the NDE that just opened up a new realm of thinking. I don't know how to say it. Like it was like a paradigm shift, for real. I had a vision of myself and who I had been being in my life, what I was creating my life. I saw it from outside of myself for the first time. And it was, then I went through the dark night of the soul and really started to get my inner stuff in order, instead of having the confusion of where am I going? Someone please tell me. I started relying on my higher self to give me that information instead of looking for it outside of myself. And that's when we're really given more information by being in touch with our higher self. I can't tell you how much information I've gotten, just like it's like a knowing. I don't know how to explain it, but I just kind of know things. And I'm very grateful, but I believe that I used to doubt it a lot in the past and in the relationship I was in, because it was very manipulating. He was trying to manipulate the way I saw the world as well as the way I saw him, which I finally, got the scales out of my eyes, and that was actually cleared away, and it was very clear what I was involved with. And I continued to pray for whatever is leading that charge to have a negative response to life. That's not my path any longer. My path is to uplift anybody who wants to be uplifted, and to share how I learned to uplift myself. And that's what I pray that this channel does. It just opened myself, my heart chakra in life, learning to align and have balance in this realm. It starts in the spirit realm, And that's what I didn't get before. I had no connection whatsoever with my, I mean, I did, because we can never really disconnect, but I didn't do anything to uh, strengthen that relationship. And now I do it every day. It's a daily connection with my higher self. And I am so grateful to finally be in control of my life and to be living a life that I'm proud of. And it will continue to get better. I mean, look at that. Continues to get better each and every day. But you have to get out of the limiting beliefs, which is, whatever you think you are. You are a consciousness. You are the one seeing yourself. You're the consciousness. You are not this body. We are the spirit inhabiting the body. And we have things we must do in order to keep a balance in between those. And that's kind of what the three, the Father God, Holy Spirit, and the Son, that kind of thing. I believe it's because we have three parts to us. And if we don't, take time to cultivate each one of those parts of us, then, the other parts atrophy. They shrivel up and don't work right. So if you don't use your heart and you're not loving and compassionate, it shrivels up. And I mean, we've seen the Grinch, right? We know that's what happens when, people are grinchy. Their heart shrinks because they're not in connection with their emotions. They block them out and it becomes stuck in this physical body, and it becomes, dis-ease. And then if you don't take care of that dis-ease in your mind, it, can actually manifest into the physical as disease. And I am not allowing that to happen today, because I am healthy and happy and my life is in complete balance today. And I am so grateful that I am connected to myself finally. It is only through our connection to ourselves that we can find the freedom to live this life. We're all on a path that is unique to you. And I think in the beginning of life, we're fed all these things from our parents and adults. We watch them all and we think that that's what we want. Like, I thought that I wanted the marriage and, I really just wanted to be a mother. And that was taken from me. And I mean, I gave it away. Now I see that I gave it away. But now I'm seeing that the people trying to keep me away from my son, it's like, why? That's something in you that you can't deal with, because my life is wonderful. I, work every day. I, do what I say I'm going to do. I'm a wonderful person, a wonderful, caring, loving person, and I love my child, and I deserve to get to talk to him. My older one, he has a choice, and he chooses not to respond to my texts, which, it's hurtful, but that's his choice. He's an adult. But, my younger one, I was on my own at 16 at his age, and that's what I had to realize. I didn't have the love and compassion and affection and somebody rooting for me. So I have to be that for myself, which is what I have become. I am my own biggest fan, especially right now where I have, cut everybody out of my life who is not serving my greatest good, or didn't want to serve their own greatest good. That's really what it is. If you're not willing to work on serving your own greatest good, then, I just got to keep it moving. I don't mind being alone. I am 100% okay living my life with that little girl right up there. Where is she? Can you see her? Yeah. Me and her, I'm good. I am so good with me and her. I have a job. I have my home, which is, my RV. Yeah, I'm grateful I have this place for the winter. So grateful that soon I will be able to get back into my camper. But I, had these thoughts in my head before they became reality. And I focused on that goal, and I continued to, work towards that goal until I got it. And then once I, got that goal, it's like, okay, what do I do now? And then I got my truck, and I'm going to just keep going, maybe next I'll get some land. I don't really want any something that is this is where you have to be. That's why I got the truck and the camper, because I have a home that no matter where I am, my home is with me. I can't be kicked out after 18 years. Somebody when you're in a relationship with someone who constantly tries to kick you out of your own home and uses like your reliance on them as a cliff to try to push you off of. I mean, financial abuse is real, and it puts a fear in your sacral chakra, really. It's like, oh my God, am I going to be okay? And it's like, I am going to be okay because nobody but me takes care of me now. And, they can't make me feel like I wasn't pulling my weight the whole time. They try to, oh, you don't have a job, so you're not doing anything. Bullshit. I mean, if anybody out there takes care of their home, they know that that's a job in itself. And especially if you have a very angry, traumatized partner, somebody that has been through some really hard things in their life. And I had too. So that's what, kind of attracted me. And I thought I could help. I thought I could help him. I can love him. And he'll see that I really love him so much. And he'll stop acting like that. No. They do that on purpose. So you will give them more and more and more and just keep pouring into them emotionally. That's all they want, is you to pour into them emotionally. Doesn't matter what you're feeling. It doesn't matter if you feel worthless. And, he told me, I don't even want to say it, but he really had the nerve to tell me to unalive myself a few times. And that's not somebody that I want in my life. I'm sorry. And, as much as I loved him and I wanted him to see himself as I saw him, I can't force anybody, to see themselves in the world in a different way. People who stand there looking for a fight, somebody's going to eventually come along and fight with you. I want to mind my business and keep my balance. And that's, where my focus is. And when I realized that there's just this huge disconnect from where he was thinking that his life was and to where I, saw my life. And, when one gets into the soul growth and the other doesn't, you have no choice. The relationship is going to end. I mean, when you start raising your vibration, they don't want to look at themselves. So they're going to continue to blame you. This is your fault. If you didn't do that, I wouldn't. Bullshit, And I now know that, I was a people pleaser. I tried to convince him of who I was, and it was through that I was allowing him to manipulate me and my emotions. And that's how I learned that that's what they're doing with the news. That's what they do to you guys. They try to manipulate you by making you feel a certain way. And then when you feel this certain way, you're going to act a certain way. They create a problem to which they're the answer to. You know what I mean? Like there's no problem, but we're going to make it look like there's a really big problem, so you guys are terrified. Stop letting fear rule your life. It's what I did, and I realized I was in fear. I didn't feel safe. I had no security. How many times he told me he wanted to divorce me? Like, I wish I would have said, okay, good, let's do that right away. But no, I continued to try to prove myself worthy. And it is only when you know yourself worthy that, you will no longer allow people to disrespect you in that kind of way. And I can't believe I allowed that for so long. But I loved him. I thought I did. I was stuck in this fairy tale belief that, that's what we all want. And, the whirlwind romance and everything. And maybe that's still possible for me. I don't know. I no longer care. I don't have, I try not to have any weight in the outcome. I pray for the best outcome, and I have faith that the universe is going to, deal the cards in my best interest. The universe is always conspiring in your favor. And once you get that into your subconscious, because our subconscious is what is mostly playing those thought programs in your head over and over and over. You have to get the thought programs on your side. You have to change them to be your friend instead of your enemy. And that's the key. The enemy is in your mind. That's the only place the enemy is. That's why people will say things about you to try to mess with your mind. It's all a psyop. Stop allowing it to mess with your mind. You are divine. You are perfect. As long as there's breath in your lungs, there is possibilities, and it is endless what the possibilities are. And I started seeing the possibilities for my life instead of where I had been. And oh my God, I can take that craziness that I've been through and help people who might be in the same situation that I was in. Like, wouldn't that be great? And what a testimony. God is working through me, through the bull poo in my life that I allowed, that I created in my life. I can now use that as a step up to a beautiful life of abundance and kindness and compassion and love and sobriety, and help other people who maybe thought that, there was no hope. Because there is hope. Always. Just the words that they use are so disempowering. And we have to, be responsible for what we're speaking into existence, because that's what we're doing. We're speaking our life, speaking our feelings, speaking everything into existence. Every person is a construct in their own right, going about with their little beliefs and their little universe. If you think about it, as above, so below. Every person is a universe, and they have people. I'm tired of planets at war. I don't want any other planets rotating me that are at war with themselves. I've released my war. We've raised our consciousness on planet Retta to be kindness and compassionate, and we're walking as Jesus walked. That turn the other cheek stuff, I'm not so sure about that. But I don't have to react. I just have to be aware that not everybody is looking out and, let me see how much time we've done, looking out for my greatest good. And not everybody has my best interest at heart. And you can love people from afar. You love and accept everybody, but you have to accept who people say they are. Stop trying to make them into something they're not in your head. I love you guys. I wanted to share that. I have a pair of roller skates coming. I'm so excited. I figured I could put Ratchet in the bag and we'll go to Aspen Park, which is like this trail place that I walk. I used to walk there, like weekly, daily almost, when the warm weather. So, and it's almost here. It's already February. Can you believe it? February 14th is would be my wedding anniversary. Maybe my divorce papers will come through by then. I hope. Hey, could you guys do me a favor? Subscribe, like the video, everything that they do below. I really thank you guys. My numbers are up. I didn't have any videos like a month ago, but I'm so grateful. You guys are so awesome, and it makes me feel so good to be able to, have my crazy life be some assistance to someone. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Be blessed. Peace.